Okay.
Blog Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another rendition of Charisma's Lounge. I am your host. I said that again. I am your host, Charisma Chloe, and welcome to the show. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys did a little lazing, a little praising, a little eating, a little sleeping, a little drinking, if that's what you're into. Going to the beach. It's hot here in L.A. It is like 90 degrees, 99-ish, something like that, and there's no sun, which is annoying because that's the weather that I get a headache in. But anyway, I want to introduce you guys to my lovely co-host, yet again, Miss Bunny and Miss Yaya. Hello, ladies. How y'all doing today?
Hello.
Guys, it's so hot. I have a big glass of water, and I put ice in it about maybe 5 minutes ago. It was like 7 ice cubes, and that's those big ghetto ones that you make out the ice trays.
Mm-hmm.
And you know those be in your cup for like an hour, but they're already gone. It's so hot in here. But anyway, I'm just gonna deal with it because it's what it is. It's summer. Hey, can I say? Anyway, we have quite an interesting show. As I tell you every week, I get my inspiration from people I talk to and people who email me and all that. I'm starting to get a lot of emails, so that means people are listening, which I'm happy about. Yay! Good. I got a particular email about the show topic. It is this. Dear Charisma, I need some advice. I've been married for 10 years now, and it seems that my husband is getting really bored. I have bought lingerie, toys, and all kinds of lotions and potions to keep the spice up in our relationship. Don't get me wrong, I know my husband loves me, and I don't believe that he is cheating because he's a very good man, but it just seems like our sex life has been getting really dull to him. One day, I came home from work, and I found him looking at porn. I don't have a problem with that because I know that men often watch it, but he seems to be getting a kick out of threesomes involving 2 women and 1 man lately. He's also been sort of hinting around at it. Should I go through with it to make him happy? Signed, Alicia.
Alicia, hey.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So our show, because of that email, our show is about Menage a trois. Is it fun? Is it immoral? Do you say absolutely not? Do you say, yeah, we should go for it to make him or her, because, you know, there are some hers that want to do it. Should you do it to make your significant other happy? If anybody out there that's listening have anything to say about this, you can call us at 347-539-5053. That is 347-539-5053. And in tradition, I will go to my co-hosts and ask them what they think about this email that Miss Alicia sent me, and I will start with you, Mrs. Bunny. You're up.
Well, Miss Alicia, my suggestion would be, if you're comfortable with it, do it. I mean, it's a lot of males' fantasies to have 2 women. And this is all across the board, black men, white men, et cetera, et cetera. If you're comfortable with it and you want to add some spice into your relationship, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Go ahead. Do what you do, but you have to be comfortable. As long as you're comfortable, hey, keep it moving.
Okay. Miss Yaya?
For a change, I must have to disagree with my girl, Miss Bunny over here. Alicia, right? Miss Alicia, I say absolutely not. No way, no how, don't think so. Because if you were single, you have nobody to be accountable for. So you want a humpity hump with 2 other people, you do what you got to do. But you're married, that's supposed to be for you and for him. And I pose this question that what if you bring an extra party but the party is better than your dude. So what you going to do? So I say, no, you need to work on that. And I think that would be the biggest mistake that you would ever make.
What? All right, girl.
I don't know. I actually would worry about that, too. Like, if I bought some other chick, if I'm like, okay, I'll do it to make my husband happy, and I bought some other chick, and she, like, rocks this world better than I ever did, and then he's all of a sudden like, where's Sally at? And it's supposed to be like a one-time thing, and he all of a sudden like, where is she at? I'm like, well, why do you want her? It was only supposed to be once. Then all of a sudden he's like, oh, well, her stuff was really, really good. Like, that's what I'll be afraid of. Like, he started wanting her more than he want me, because probably wouldn't bring somebody that he's not attractive to, because I know that he wouldn't do it, therefore that would be defeating the whole purpose. So if I bring somebody he's attracted to, then not only is he attracted to this girl physically, now that he's had sex with her, and now he's attracted to what's between her legs even more, now he's going to want to have sex with her more and more, and then he's going to end up leaving me for her.
But
because he knows she gets down like that, and since he knows she gets down like that, he's going to leave me, and then he's going to be with her because he's like, oh, I can do this anytime with her because that's who she is.
Exactly.
But that's why you have rules. That's why there are rules in place. If you're going to do menage a trois, threesomes, whatever people like to call it, you always got to have a rule in place. Maybe the rule is, hey, ain't nobody sexing my man but me. We can do everything but penetration.
Yeah, I guess, but that is what a lot of women do, I guess, that hire, like, escorts or something. Like, they'll tell them no kissing or no actual sex, but you can do everything else. So I guess that keeps that from happening, I suppose. But what happens if she goes down on him and then he's like, damn, that was so good that I always want you to take me to this girl and do that? I mean, is that going to, what if that happened to you, Bunny? If you
well,
did
if that happened
like,
to me, it'd be some serious ass kicking going on. Because first of all, one of my rules would be ain't no sexing. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man is the only people that's penetration intercourse going on there. I'm down. Now, I've never done it before. I've never done it. Let me put that out there. But I'm willing to try it as long as, he willing to agree to my rules. My rules are no sexing between you and this other chick. Oral is fine as long as she's doing him. He can't do her, things like that. I'm comfortable with my sexuality and my sex that I know can't no chick go down like I can on my man. So that I'm not worried about. I would never pick a chick that I feel looks better than me to be in there with my man. So I'm pretty much well-rounded and comfortable. Ain't nothing you can do that I can't do better.
I feel that from my toes. I'm like,
That's a lot of confidence, Lauren.
That's a lot of confidence.
And it's good. It's really good. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I would be able to have that much confidence for that. I guess it goes with me because I'm selfish, and my mom always told me sharing a man is like sharing a toothbrush. So I don't want him touching or being with anybody else but me. Just like,
don't get it twisted. I'm a selfish chick myself. I like to keep my my stuff to myself. That's where the rules come in at, because men are gonna look regardless. You can't snatch their eyes out their head. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a fantasy, and if you feel that this will satisfy him and you're comfortable with it, I don't see nothing wrong with it as long as you're comfortable with the rules. It's all about those rules. Now, they say some rules are meant to be broken, but not these, because I smack a hoe.
See, they get too comfortable, and then they going to get comfortable creeping. See, me personally, I cannot, I understand where, you're coming from, Buns and everything, but me personally, I'm a selfish broad to a T. That's my dude. And you ain't touching him, You ain't going look, you look, I don't care, but you taking that all out on me. You ain't touching no other broad. Because if things ain't working out between us in the bedroom, we ain't bringing a third party unless it's Dr. Phil on a couch and we talking, and that's it. And no clothes is coming off. But I feel that when that line is crossed, there are no rules, because what if you're just not cutting it for him anymore, and he's into that other muffin that you allowed him to smash on, or that other chick that you let him dome him up? You know what I'm saying? And then what if he wants to take it further?
Well, like I said, go ahead, Miss Chris.
No, I was just saying, what if he wants to have sex with her without you?
Exactly.
Well, he wouldn't have sex with her with me. So if he does it without me, that means that's something he's been plotting on doing without me. I don't condone my man sexing on another chick. So that part wouldn't go down. If he does it without me, that means he's been plotting to do it all this time anyway. You can't make no man not do what he gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
If he gonna do it, he gonna do it regardless of what you say or not.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is I'm confident enough in myself, my sex, my relationship that he wouldn't want no other chick. Hey, who better than me? Nobody.
Nobody.
I'm mad at you, Bunny.
I ain't mad. I mean, I ain't mad.
I'm mad at Bunny. She's like, who better than me? Nobody. What?
Would you tell Alicia to go ahead and do it, or would you then, like, would that be your advice for her? Just go ahead and do it? And
my advice to her is, if she's comfortable, go ahead and do it. But if she's not, then don't. I mean, I don't want her to be in a position where she does it just to make him happy. She's got to want to do it to satisfy him, but not just, I'm just doing it because of this and this. You got to really be comfortable with doing it.
And I'm glad you said that, because when you said the thing about just doing it to make him happy, because it seems like in her email that's why she's doing that. And
I mean, it can't be all about him. She got to be comfortable.
I'm not really getting out of it that she is comfortable with it, or she ever thought about doing it because she's saying that he's watching all this porn. I mean, there's always going to be group sex on porn. Maybe he's just watching the porn. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure if he actually came to her and was like, baby, I would a threesome, but from what she's saying that he's been hinting at it, or he's been watching lately a lot of group sex porn with two girls. And, I mean, but what man doesn't watch that? I mean, to me, that they like that. That is a fantasy for guys to have two girls. So, I mean, they're going to watch that. Maybe that's his way of fulfilling it. I mean, I wouldn't rock the boat if he hasn't specifically. It was like, baby, I really need you to spice things up and go get another chick. I mean, if she's sending hinting, what is her? I'm wondering. I wish you would elaborate on her idea of hinting. Like, what is
right?
Is her hinting meaning that he's just watching the porn? Is that her idea of hinting, or is her hinting meaning that he's watching it, see her, then nudge her, be like, yeah, pointing at it like this is what you do.
Yeah, right.
Right. And when she says it's boring, does she mean that she thinks it's boring, or does he think it's boring?
Or does he think it's boring?
Well, from what I can see, she's saying that it seems as though he's getting bored. So
well,
I don't know.
I mean, but that might be she need to have a conversation, or it might be just her insecurity because he watches porn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know that guy. That's something that I wouldn't even care if I walk in and somebody's been watching porn, because whatever.
I'll probably make a joke like, hey, you all in the living room with your cock out? I mean, what's going on? Make it fun. What's going on around here?
You can at least take it to the bedroom. I mean, really?
I'm saying.
Okay. To the shower or something.
I mean, I wouldn't care. I'd probably sit down with some popcorn and be like, what kind of porn is this? I mean, I wouldn't even care. I mean, if he in there watching gay porn, I mean, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, we need to talk. We need to talk.
But, I'm like, why do you need to see that? Are you trying to tell me something? But if he some heterosexual stuff or even lesbians, I know how guys are with lesbian porn. They like to watch two girls, whatever. That's normal. So if that's all he's doing, and she's saying that he's getting bored, because she's saying that she's about lingerie and toys and all type of things to keep the spice, and I don't know.
But she need to find out what he like, because
exactly.
A lot of men. I've found out a lot of men do not like lingerie. They would rather you show up butt naked than with some lingerie.
I mean, I had a boyfriend that I had went to Victoria's Secrets and did the whole thing, had the glitter, the high heels, some old sexy this and that. And as soon as I walked in, I was like, "What do you think?" He's like, "Oh, that's great." Now it looked even better on the floor. I mean, that's exactly what he said. He didn't even seem like he wanted to see me with no clothes on. I mean,
it's like, what you doing all that for? Some men just want you straight butt naked so they can get right to it.
Or a T-shirt and your panties on.
A T-shirt and your panties on, like Miss Yaya said. Yeah, she just need to find out what floats his boat.
Yeah, I mean,
she needs to just talk to him.
I don't think she should assume that that's what he wants, and then you're going to go get some chick, and then you're going to bring him there. Of course he's going to do it. Because if you just bringing somebody there like, yeah, this is Rebecca, come on, let's get it cracking. I mean, I gather it's men that probably won't, but I mean, most men would be like, oh, shit, my wife is a bitch.
Since you offered it.
Of course you go. So you're not going to find out if that's what he wants simply by bringing a girl, because he's going to be like, oh, shit, I get too pussy. So you have to talk to him. You have to ask if this is what you want. Just by him, you going by him watching porn, I mean, that's ridiculous. You can't just go by that. That's just like walking in, seeing your husband masturbating or your boyfriend masturbating and be like, I don't think he wants me anymore because he's pleasing this. I mean, men do that.
Yeah.
So
women do that shit.
Women do that. That's what I'm saying. But guys do that. So you can't sit there and just be like, oh, I think he wants somebody else because he's doing that. I mean, everybody does that.
Agree.
So I don't know. I would not. What I think about is I would not want some other woman. I don't want no other coochie anywhere near my husband.
Exactly. Me neither.
With your feet. So I'm not a jealous person. But I don't care if he looks at somebody. I know he's gonna look. I know he's not dead. I mean, he's married, but he's not dead. So I know he's gonna look, gonna pat asses, gonna flirt, gonna hunk at girls, and do that stupid, ridiculous one hump, two hump thing that guys do when you walking down the street. I mean, I don't know what that's about.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. I was asking a friend of mine yesterday. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm in the car with him. He's like, honk, honk. I'm like, that's so stupid. You're not going to get out the car. You're not going to say anything. That's dumb. Like, but anyway, that's why we look at y'all like, okay, whatever. But, I mean, you're going to do that, so which is fine. I mean, you're not dead. You're just married. But as long as you're not taking it too far, I cannot have you kissing and touching, licking, and your tongue, and no.
Exactly.
I don't want you to hear me after you.
That's where the rules come in, ladies. Now I have a question. So, is this just for marriage, or does this apply to all relationships? If you were single, would you be down to do something like that, or is this just for marriage?
I think
for me, period, none.
I think that if you're single, you pretty much have free range to do whatever you want because you're not tied to it. To me, people don't take just being somebody's girlfriend or boyfriend and just simply being in love. I don't think people take that as seriously as they should, in my opinion. You might be able to check the singles box because there's no box for being in a relationship on a job application, so you check the singles box. Technically, you are single. But I think if you choose to be with somebody like that, I think you should just be with that person. So I think it applies to relationship. If you're Christian, I think it applies to your relationship, and it applies to marriage too, or even if you're just in a relationship. I think it applies.
Yeah, if you're single, you can humpity hump all you want to. I don't care. But if you're in a relationship or you're married, no, I absolutely disagree with that.
Interesting.
What do you think about that, Money?
I mean, I think it depends on the couple. If you're single, of course, do what you do. You're not tied to nobody. But if that's what you want to do to spice up your relationship, I don't see a problem with it as long as, like I said, everybody agrees.
Yeah,
if there are two conflicting opinions, that means y'all don't agree. So in that case, no. But if both of y'all agree, hey, let's try this, and y'all agree on these rules and standards, and y'all probably even go pick the girl together. Why not? Have fun.
Well, yeah, if it's agreed upon that you guys are going to do it, and both of you guys, like you said, both of you guys are comfortable in doing it, if it's agreed upon that we're going to do this, and that way there are couples who swing, who swear that their relationship is all the better because of it, because either they have open relationships, you know.
Well, I don't know. I don't really know what open relationship is, but
you mean an open marriage? Open marriage basically is you're like, say for you would be married to your husband, but you're able to date, to have a boyfriend.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. No, that don't work for me. But okay.
Yeah, that's what an open marriage is, or either you may hear it called polyamorous, which means you have a husband and a boyfriend. That wouldn't work for me at all. Like, you're not you're not gonna be married.
Okay. I don't get that one, but okay.
No, I'm not gonna get down like that. Like, you're not gonna have 18 girlfriends when you're married to me.
That's a little too extra for me now.
So if anybody out there have anything to say, any questions, any comments, men, I want you to call in, and girls, I want you to call in. Area code 347-539-5053. That is area code 347-539-5053. Once again, area code 347-539-5053, and you can log into my chat room, which is up in Atom, blogtalkradio.com/charismacoli. You can click on the link that says Menage a Trois, Fun or Immoral, and you will be listening to us live if you're on the phone, happen to be on the phone. And you can get into the chat room, and I will give you the number once again, 347-539-5053. This is an interesting conversation, because this is for the first time we actually have three totally different, conflicting opinions about this with the three of us. Because usually we end up agreeing in the end, but I think it's good. I think, you know, as I said in our very first show, that goes to show that, especially with women, that our minds are not, you know, we're not exclusively thinking the same. And, you know, and I like having these discussions, and I'm glad that, you know, and I do in the future would like to have a male co-host, at least every now and then, to sit here with us, because it'll be interesting to have a male point of view. That's why I hope that a lot of the men call, because I want to know what they think about, you know, these topics. You know, and remember our first show when Jason called in, and that was really interesting. So I want to know, you know, what you guys think. Give me a call.
Definitely.
But I don't know, because this girl, I would say if you're comfortable with it, go ahead. I would not do that in my relationship, but I say if you're comfortable with it, do it. But it doesn't seem like this girl is that comfortable.
If she's not comfortable,
if you're not
she shouldn't.
Really don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I myself personally, I have never done it, but I'm open to try it.
So if your husband said that, you would. If your husband said that, then you would do it.
I would have a discussion with him about it. I'd be open to it.
Okay.
I mean, whether we went through with it or not is, you know, I can't say, but I would definitely be open to the possibility of doing it. I mean, we have to really sit down and discuss what he wants to get out of it and what I'm comfortable with getting out of it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I agree, because you definitely need to have that discussion, because
absolutely.
I think if she just was like, honey, there's a girl here, and like I said, I could be wrong. That's why I hope somebody calls in and proves me wrong, but I could be wrong. But personally, to me, if you just bring some chick there, I mean, why wouldn't he say yes?
Exactly. You're offering it.
But ugly, you never know. No.
I mean, but you know, I mean, why wouldn't he say yeah? He just gonna think he got the coolest wife on earth. You know, or my wife either my wife is a low key bisexual girl or whatever. You know, so but that's not really going to answer your question, sweetheart. I'm talking to you, Alicia.
Yeah, it's really not.
That's really going to answer your question if you just do that, because it doesn't seem like she's communicating with him enough to me. Maybe that's just me, but it doesn't seem like she's communicating enough with him. And
yeah,
I think
I agree with you.
Exactly.
You know, and
talk to him.
You just can't just bring somebody. That's just like me. Just, you know, my husband's like, oh yeah, I see my wife is watching a lot of two men and one woman porn, and like if your husband, Bunny, you're the only one that's married here. So if your husband's like, I see my wife watching a bunch of porn with two men and one girl, is that what she wants to do? So then he just goes to the bar and be like, yo, Rick, come on.
Oh yeah, okay. Him and Rick will be outside.
That's kind of a risk, because there are men who don't really want to be in no threesome. I mean, so, you know, it's probably not many, but there are men that just really don't want to be in a threesome. So, I mean, you can't just be like, your husband came home, like, baby, this is Rick, some big strapping dude. Baby, this is Rick, and I see you watching a lot of porn with two men and one girl, and I just come to think that that's what she want to do, so me and you and Rick about to get it cracking.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to get this pot cracking upside your head.
Okay.
That's not a surprise that you want to walk into. Well, at least that's not one I would want to walk into.
No, you don't just pop that up, and I hope she don't just bring some chick home, because, you know, men view sex different than women view sex. Everybody knows that. So if you bring home, and obviously she's not going to bring somebody home that he don't find attractive, because, as I said, that's defeating the whole purpose of even doing it. So you're going to go to strip club or wherever you're going to go. You're going to bring some little girls with her big booty and boobs or whatever she got, and they've been on the pole for 5 years, and her body is probably off the chain, because that's what she does for a living. And you're going to come bring her home, and then he's going to look at her like,
panting over there, you know.
And then after all that, then he's going to be like, well, baby, and what if he wakes up the next morning and she's going to be like, baby, thank you, but, you know, it ain't my birthday, but I don't know what the hell you did that for, but I really appreciate it. That was fun. And then you be like, oh, baby, you know, I know this is what you always want to do. He's going to be looking at her, and he looks at you like, no, that's not what I always want to do, but thank you so much. You're the coolest wife on earth.
Thank you.
So you're doing all that for nothing. You know, that's what I would be like, and I'll be too afraid that Sally from the strip club is going to be who he's thinking about afterwards. Baby, where she work at? Oh, Flower Strip Club or whatever it is on whoever street. So he gonna be at Flower Strip Club every week, looking at her. I done been up in that. You know how men are.
Or bringing her up in every conversation. So what's up with homegirl though?
And how come you can't stretch your legs out and fold them on the back of your neck?
Okay. And make your booty clap. Why can't you do that? See?
I'm like, because I can't do that, because I actually have a little bit of fat on me. Like,
yeah, really.
Like most women. So no, I'm not. I don't have 3% body fat like Sally from the strip pole, because I don't do that for a living. So I can't do that. You know. So I mean, I think as much as I think dancers have so much confidence, and I don't see nothing wrong with what they do, but I think if you look at them with their bodies, it's like a high standard to live up to somebody like that, because they have no choice but to be in shape because of what they do. I mean, anybody can get in shape, don't get me wrong, but I mean, but the average woman don't look like a stripper. I mean, look, they look like that for a reason, because they're climbing up on the pole every day. And I took a couple of pole dancing classes, and believe me,
they ain't no joke.
That works out every muscle from rooter to tutor in your body. That's why I admire them for being able to do that, because they have to be strong in the core, especially to do that. There's no way. So I mean, I don't know how this conversation got on strippers, but.
Because you know what, but how I got on strippers is like she'll bring a stripper home. There are regular women that like threesomes too. It's not just strippers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I know.
So go get you a regular big bone chick. Maybe she want to get down.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, most likely if you're married, you know what your husband likes and what he don't like.
But you know
because
what? Like my husband, for instance, my husband likes everything. He likes thick chicks, skinny chicks, thick chicks, white chicks, black chicks. It just depends on the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I can't really call. He doesn't have a type.
Well, I think your husband is a very, very good man because he does not care.
But we're not gonna talk about him right now. He's a jerk. No. I love you, baby.
Well, they all are, Bunny. They all are. But it depends on what kind of jerk you. No, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean that. But no, I don't think all men are jerks. But I'm just saying, it just depends on what, But I admire a man who doesn't have a type. We all have certain things we like on a person. I mean, don't get me wrong. But but I don't like the people that just say, this goes for men and women. I don't like the people that just be like, I am just not going to date a woman unless she looks like Beyonce. Like, I can't stand that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah, that is a little.
Especially when you're comparing women to celebrities because they have to look like that in order to make their money. Like, in their everyday life, if they weren't, I'm pretty sure, if she wasn't a celebrity, she probably would just be Beyonce and just who she is. But they have to look like that. They have to, somebody like Halle Berry, she has to get in shape. It's just not an option for their career. It's not an option. So they have to. So, you can't, for somebody to say, I want my woman to look like Janet Jackson. I mean, Janet Jackson's a millionaire, and Janet Jackson has personal chefs, and Janet Jackson has personal trainers, and Janet Jackson has access to liposuction, which your average girl don't have $20,000 to be doing, because believe me, I looked into it because I was looking into getting my butt enhanced. And it is $20,000 to get that sucked out of places and put in other places. So, yeah, I'm a black girl named I can admit I'm a black girl named Aisha from South Central LA, and I don't have no booty. So I can't admit that, which is an oxymoron, but, hey.
Well, I'm a Keisha, and I ain't got no booty, so I know what you mean.
I ain't got no booty either, and my name's Keisha, too. No booty. None.
No ass at all club over here.
Got breasts, no booty.
I got boobs. Hey, I got boobs.
I don't know what happened there, but no booty.
What I say about boobs is that they enter the room first, and that's all they need to see. So whatever, you may not like to see me going, but you would love to see me coming.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God!
Oh wow! I am not fooling with y'all.
She said that. Go, Miss Charisma, get it in. All right.
Get it, girl. Get it.
I know. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm a small person. I've always been a small person. But I just, I always had a complex. I used to have a complex, which I don't anymore. I used to have a complex about that. Like, I used to want to be the girl that go in the club and everybody look at my ass and be like, damn. Like, I never had a drink set on my ass. I mean, I have friends that
wow.
Like, seriously, like, I'm like, some more. I want an ignorant ass. Like, that's what she said.
Ignorant one. Not an ignorant ass.
Ignorant one.
I don't know what to do.
She said she want to knock over tables. So if you bring somebody like that home to your husband, and I ain't, especially because I ain't got no ass, I ain't bringing no big booty heifer home there. I don't think so, because black men like ass. So I would never.
Ignorant ass.
So I got a question though.
Yes, ma'am.
So so if the fantasy for the man you're with is a menage a trois, and you have your fantasy that he's fulfilled, do you think you feel kind of obligated to fulfill his fantasy if he fulfilled yours?
Hell no.
Well, Speak on
I'm
it,
sorry.
sister.
I got a little froggy with that. I'm sorry.
Speak on it.
Hell no.
Why not?
Not if it's bringing another broad home. Heck no.
So even if he, what would be something that you would like to do? I mean, you don't have to air too dirty a laundry, Miss Yaya. But I mean, is there something that you would want your husband to do? And if he does,
or
so think
consider
about whatever it is you want your husband to do, and he does it. You know, so and then he says, okay, I did it for you, so why don't you do this for me? But I guess what she's saying is okay because she never told him that she was going to go for that, something like that.
Exactly. I'm just.
So I just like you just have to pick another fantasy.
We ain't bringing no other niggas home. I'm just saying, like, no, we ain't bringing no other niggas home. We ain't bringing no other chicks home. Like, no, that's just not going to happen. We have to work our way around it. That would be a throwdown argument.
It's interesting because I am, as an author, I do write these type of stories, and I have I have a few fans on my author page. Facebook.com/author Charisma Chloe, and plugging myself.
Well,
I do have a few fans, and then I get, inboxes, and they're like, yeah, are you ever going to write Menage? Menage is really popular in erotic fiction, actually. And they have Menage that is one girl and 5 guys.
Jesus.
They actually have that. And it's really popular, especially the Menage when there's 2 guys and a girl, and then they all end up together at the end. They stay there. Mm-hmm. And that's another question. Would you be in a relationship with, 2 guys? Say, for instance, you're a husband, and your husband's hot, and then his, hot, whatever your idea of hot is, and your husband brings, his hot best friend over, and y'all get it on, and then he's like, I love you too. Both of them love you. And, would you, do that? Forever?
Nope. No. I don't think you should be in a relationship with two men.
There you
That's
go.
personal.
Nope.
I mean, if y'all gonna have a one night fling or whatever, a menage a trois, that's different. But a full blown relationship is too many emotions for that crap.
Yeah, I don't know, because I actually read a book like that. It's a really good book called Forbidden Pleasure, and the artist is Laura Lee. And that's actually the author. That's actually how the story ended, because her husband, his best friend came, and at the end of I guess I shouldn't plug a book and then give me the ending, but yeah, that's what the book was about, and it was just interesting because they lived together, forever. And I'm like, can that really work?
That doesn't sound logical to me, though, because, a lot of times men don't want other men in their bedroom. They want other women.
Mhm.
Yeah. But either way, though, do you think that could work, forever? That's...
No.
I mean...
Forever, no.
You seeing 2, and I know people are polyamorous, but normally, especially if it's a woman with 2 guys, normally her boyfriend is a separate entity. He's not.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? He's not in the house. She have a husband, and her husband's in the house, and she's woo June Cleaver, but then her boyfriend is away from it. You see what I mean? He's not there. He's not always there. She goes whenever she goes to see him. But if you bring if you bring somebody there and then he moves in and you just have a husband and a boyfriend, you just have 2 men.
Because somebody going to get slighted and it ain't going to work.
Yeah.
I think somebody's going to get hurt, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
There are actually people who think that can work. I mean, they really think that can work. I don't think that could work. I mean, I don't know, because I don't care how hot the 2 men are. It doesn't even matter to me, because I don't know. That just sounds like it's very
hard.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. No.
Yeah, definitely.
Or too many cooks.
Too many cocks in the hen house.
I know that's right. Too many of them. Jeez.
I don't know. Well, give me a call. Give us a call, 347-539-5053 if you had anything to say about this, or go to blogtalkradio.com/CharismaChloe. Click on Menage a Trois, Immoral, or Fun, and log into our chat room because we have one going on. You don't have to register. You can just log in as a guest. I have a couple of guests. So hi, guest 4142 and guest 4163. Hello, guys.
Hello.
If you have something to say, you can say in the chat room if you're shy about calling on the air, because for some reason in my show they call in, they don't want to say anything.
They scared.
Go to the chat room or give me a call, 347, it's the area code, 539-5053, and it sounds like it's a lot of something going on in one of y'all.
Oh, yeah, that would be the city of Chicago. Don't mind that.
I was like, that ain't me.
That sounds like the average day in South Central. Keisha don't even want to live in the suburbs. Y'all don't even want to live in the suburbs around here. Lucky her.
Yeah, that's all them sirens is because somebody didn't agree on their menage a trois and came home.
Oh, there it is. Came home and got it cracking.
But yeah, we got about 20 minutes more into the show, so I hope we get some callers. But if not, that's okay. You know, we can hold it down. We good.
That's how we roll.
Yeah, but I don't know. Back to this girl. I'm like kind of reading through the email a little bit, and it's just, and she's like, one thing about that email that kind of struck me as a little bit, not odd, but I questioned a little bit when she said that, I'm quoting, I know my husband loves me, but I don't believe that he is cheating. That doesn't sound like a girl that's that confident that her husband's not creeping.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
She sounded a little not sure.
Some insecurity going on, no confidence, no nothing. And you want to bring in a third party?
Her man ain't doing this and that.
Because if you know your husband's not cheating, I'm pretty sure, Miss Bunny, you could be like, my husband ain't doing crap, and I know he ain't.
You're damn right he ain't.
Exactly. You're not going to be like, I don't believe.
Right? Like, I don't believe. Well, I don't think so. Like, no.
If you know your relationship like that, you know what he wears, what cologne he wears.
That's right.
What kind of movement he makes. You know all this about your man, so you shouldn't believe he's not. You should know.
Exactly. You shouldn't have to second guess your mate, you know?
You should know. And then, you're saying you believe. I don't believe. So I'm almost thinking, and I wish Alicia would call in, because I could be wrong, but I'm almost thinking that she called him with some chick, and she's like, okay, maybe if I bring this chick that he's fooling around with in our relationship, maybe he won't go outside the relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe the porn is just. No, I was saying maybe the porn is just
a cover-up.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but if that is the case, if he is cheating, then a menage a trois ain't gonna fix their relationship, because he already
a whole separate situation right there.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
That's when
knives are involved. If she's just doing it to fulfill a fantasy, that's one thing. But if she's trying to stop him from cheating or keep him home, that ain't gonna do it.
And then my thing is, if you feel your dude is cheating or you aren't sure, you're not sure, why are you going to add more to your insecurity and more to your curiosity by bringing in a third party? Don't go there. We're like, look, bro, you were smelling like something the other night, and I'm not feeling it. What was going on? What was going on? After Bell. See?
Back to the boomerang. Wow.
I want the essence of sex.
Strong J. After Bell. Oh, God.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I digress.
That's the movie right there.
Take it back to 1992.
You know how we do it.
I'm sorry, I digressed, y'all. I digressed.
After bath.
You sound like after Bell. B-I-L-T-H. Bell. Oh, I thought you said bath.
Or decompose, sure. No, you don't.
Decompose, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Don't start.
Yeah. Oh, my God, I forgot when I said that. That's funny.
Sorry, y'all. That's a little inside joke between the three of us.
Don't mind us, y'all.
Mind us, we're silly, but...
Yeah, but okay, back to the topic at hand. Whew, okay.
Bunny started it.
I did. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm bringing us back. I'm gonna bring us back.
All right.
But it's...
You won't go get killed. Come on.
See, I done forgot what we talking about. Okay, menage a trois, right? So if it's already some cheaterization going on, a menage a trois is not gonna fix nothing.
Exactly.
Cheaterization. Yeah.
Cheaterization. Let's go.
I think he's cheating on her. I think she knows he's cheated on her, and I think that the porn is a cover up, and I think she knows the girl that he's probably cheating with, and I think she feels it. I think she feels it is. If she don't know the girl personally, I think she knows who it is. And I think she feels that if she brings her home and include her, that he won't be creeping with this chick no more. Like, it'll be right in her face.
Nope, that ain't gonna
work. Confirmation. Like, okay, now I see you doing it. All right. Okay. All right.
I sit there and watch my man, getting it on with some other chick. I just couldn't watch that. That would just make me want to throw up.
Well, like I said, as long as you have rules, I would never watch my man get it on with somebody else. But you know what I'm saying? It's rules and regulations.
Yeah, definitely rules. I mean, you have to, if you into that, it should definitely be some rules and regulations.
Okay, I got another question.
Yes, ma'am.
If somebody is watching you and your man get it on, is that considered a threesome? Or is that just considered a person in a room watching?
That's a nasty sum.
No, I don't think that's a threesome because some people actually get off by somebody watching them have sex. So I think that's a voyeur thing. It's like some people are voyeurs and they just like to watch people have sex. But I mean, if you're into that, you're not really sleeping with that person. So I don't think that's considered a threesome. I wouldn't consider that no threesome. When I consider
is threesome also always have to involve sex?
I think that if you're doing any type of sexual act,
some form,
not necessarily.
So it's the act. So it's not always the penetration. It's just the act or the contact. I guess. Okay.
That's threesome to me. If your husband's going down on the other chick and then he's having sex with you and all he's doing is going down on another chick, to me that's a threesome because you're
okay. That's rule number one. He ain't going down on nobody but me. Okay, sorry.
Why was I thinking that right now? You ain't going down on nobody. You ain't you ain't having no taco breath breathing in my ear. No.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I guess that would be a boring threesome because he can't go down on nobody. He can't have sex with nobody else. I mean, she might could grab him for a hot second and then I'll move her. He might could grab her boob or something, but,
You that way you can't. So can he kiss her?
Hell no.
I know that's right. Shoot.
So in other words,
you ain't even gonna shake hands. Nothing.
No, I mean he can probably he can't kiss her on the lips.
Ooh.
And he might can kiss her on the neck or something.
Either lips, you ain't kissing them.
No lips involved.
None. No lips.
No lips, no poo poo, no cheeks.
For me, no nothing, or you.
No kissing. No.
Missing a testicle. Wow, Bunny, that was the most boringest threesome ever.
Well, I don't know. He ain't brought it up, so we ain't going to bring it up either.
I know that's right.
can she go
like
down
y'all
on
said,
him?
can she go down on him? Probably, maybe. I have to think about that one.
She's just gonna be sitting there watching.
I don't know. It might be.
Okay, that's been long enough.
You gotta be like, matter of fact, you go sit over here in that chair.
Matter of fact, you just sat there. That's your role in this threesome. Just sit over there and watch. No, I don't know. I haven't been put in that situation. I haven't really thought about it. I just would know that I wouldn't want him to have sex with anybody else. I wouldn't want him kissing nobody or going down on nobody. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, touching, he can touch her.
Just touch her, and then, well, I don't think you're a candidate for the threesome thing.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, knock on wood, my husband haven't asked about it, so no.
Yeah, your rules are really, really strict.
Really strict.
That might be why he ain't asked about it, by the way. But at the same time, I know, I'm confident in my sex and my sexuality, and I know my man is satisfied, so.
There it is. That's why he.
It might. I mean, later on down the road, if he want to spice things up, I mean, I'm open to the idea. Don't mean we gonna do it, but I'm open to it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys even ever remotely had any type of conversation about that?
We did before we got married, and I told him I was open to it. But we weren't married at that time either, so.
Has that changed since you has that attitude changed since you got married? Are you no longer open to it?
I'm still open to it.
Okay, and if you told him that and he still hasn't talked to you about it, then he apparently don't care. Like he doesn't want it.
I know, because I puts it down. Miss Bunny gets down.
I told you enough spice. You don't need to add no other party. You good.
Yeah, I think what's going to end up happening is she's like, you go over there, and I got this. That's what's going to end up happening. It's going to be one of those things.
Sit in the corner and don't say a word.
Yeah, let me show you how it's done. This is how you do it.
I got this. You don't even know what you're doing. Like, she probably would stop her when she was going down in the middle of it. She'd be like, you ain't even doing that right. Get on over there.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
Really? Did you skip the belly button? Seriously? No. Well, I guess that would deter him from wanting another one if she don't know what she's doing, right?
I guess so.
That might be some advice for Alicia. Go get you a heifer that don't know quite what she's doing. And just because she's cute with a bad body don't mean she know how to get down. Go get a chick that don't know what she's doing. I bet she won't ask you no more.
That's right.
And I'm wondering if he gets so bored, does she know what she's doing?
Yeah, like, well.
You may need to figure out what you're doing before you talking about somebody else coming there. Maybe
that's
you
true.
Okay, maybe
she need to watch some of those porns that he watching.
Okay, you need to sit down on it and be like, yo, and take a look, see what's going on.
Maybe you need to go see a couple of them strippers yourself and ask them what to do.
Take some flirty girl fitness or something.
I mean, your husband's that bored, which I do know after you've been married for 15 years, 20 years, that usually don't happen until then. Then you still won't be bored. You still will be like, yeah, I've had this for a while, but, I still love her. But then you have to just, that's when you really, really, really have to spice things up. But if you would have been married a few years, which I don't know how long she's been married, but if you would have been married a few years, then I don't think that it's time for him to be bored. And then you never know. If there's children involved, maybe it just fell off for a while because of the baby. I mean, it could be a number of things. Yeah, because she didn't mention whether or not she had kids. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a factor because I don't have any kids, but I know it is. I know couples that have kids, married couples that have kids, and they stay after the kids, and, they don't really have time. because you have kids and you have work, you guys boo, feed the kids, do the kids, beat the kids, or whatever you want to do with the kids.
Beat their ass.
Your life becomes your children, and so it should. So, you don't really have a lot of time to do things. Honestly, that's why you only really see women who are housewives who have like 10 kids, because they don't work. And, not that there's anything wrong with being a housewife, not at all. I understand they don't work, as my mom was, but they don't work. And they have more time. Not that being a mother is not a full-time job, because it is a full-time, 24/7, thankless job, and it's a hard job. But they tend to have more time to squeeze the little loving in. But then a woman that has a full-time job, and then she goes to work, and then she got to come home, and then she's tired, things like that. And that affects your reproductive system, too, when you're always busy and stressed.
Right.
Things like, and the 1 year, a while ago that I was trying to conceive, I know that because I had 2 jobs at the time and working on that. A lot of times I would skip, not to get into a female reproductive stance, but I would skip time during the month, and I couldn't do this and couldn't do that. So, so maybe she does have kids, and maybe they have kids and they just don't have time, but she didn't mention any kids, so I'm guessing they don't, because she didn't mention me. But I don't know. I think, but we have about 5 minutes into the show, so we're going to get final thoughts from my lovely co-host. Your final thought would be what, Miss Yaya, for Alicia?
My advice for her would be no, because you're just inviting some drama and some nonsense. But if you're insecure, you feel he's cheating, if there's something going on, you need to talk to him first and foremost. And if he's stepping out or doing anything foul, you need to acknowledge that and work on that, because having a 3-way is not going to solve it, like Ms. Bunny said. So that would be my final thought for her.
Okay. Final thoughts, Ms. Bunny?
My final thoughts, Miss Alicia, if you are secure and comfortable within yourself and your relationship, I don't think there's anything wrong with spicing it up, as long as you both agree on the rules you guys have set within your relationship, the rules and boundaries. Have fun. Go get them.
And my advice would be basically just know what you're getting into before you get into it. You need to have a conversation with him, because it doesn't seem like you've had a conversation with him about that. It seems to me that you are assuming, because your husband is watching porn with 2 girls and a guy, that you're just assuming that that's what he wants. And you said he's been hinting at it. I'm not sure what your idea, Miss Alicia. I don't know what your idea of hinting is. But if your idea of hinting at it is simply him watching porn of a different
That's not
type,
a hint.
That's not a hint. That's just a man watching porn. I mean, that's as normal in American as apple pie. So, I mean, you can't go by that. I don't think you should just bring some chick home just because you think that, because you may be opening up Pandora's box there, and you may be sending a signal to him that, hey, it's okay. Apparently she thinks it's okay if I sleep with somebody else. So you don't want to open up that can of worms if he did not come to you and just simply say, honey, I want, or baby, or sweetie, or whatever he calls you, that I want a threesome. He didn't come to you and say that. I think you need to find other things to do, be spontaneous, do it on the elevator, do it in the car, do it in the park bench. I don't care where y'all do it. Be spontaneous and try that out first before you get into all that, I'm going to bring a girl home, because that may not be what he wants. He may just be watching porn because for the hell of it. Get some popcorn and watch it with him. And be like, yeah, look at that girl. I'm going to learn how to do that. Let's go. I wonder how she doing that. You want me to do that? Then, hey, you'd be surprised how much that works. So I think you should just communicate with him and talk to him. I hope that he's not cheating on you, because it almost seems like he could be, and I hope that he's not. But I think you should talk to him and just be honest. And if you want to know, just flat out and ask him. Most of the time they're going to be honest with you. They'll be like, yeah, I mean, it's a fantasy, but he may have already done it 100 times and don't care anymore. Or he's like, yeah, it's a fantasy, but I don't really need to do it. I mean, you'd be surprised what comes out of a man's mouth. You just talk to them. They can't read our minds, and sometimes we have a tendency to think that they can. And you know, we don't without realizing it. So they cannot read. They cannot read our minds, and he cannot read your mind. So talk to him about it. And we're out of time, ladies and gentlemen who are listening. Do not forget to like us on Facebook. We're on Facebook.com/Charisma's Lounge, and Miss Bunny and Miss Yaya also have Facebook pages. If you want to go in there and say hello to them, What is yours, Miss Yaya? Is it
just Facebook.com/Yaya?
Okay, and yours, Miss Bunny?
Facebook.com/Ms. Bunny, MZ Bunny.
Okay, so if you want to like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Charisma's Lounge, and if you're interested in me as an author, I do have an author page, or if you just want to say hey for the show, or you have a question or anything like that, you can post it on the show's Facebook, my Facebook, or Miss Bunny or Miss Yaya's Facebook. You can also email me at charismaslounge@gmail.com if you have an email that you want us to talk about. It's charismaslounge@gmail.com. That is CHARISMASLOUNGE. I know that's long. charismaslounge@gmail.com. Email me with your questions, concerns, address it to any one of us. That's fine. And also make sure you tune into our show next week. We broadcast live every Sunday at 4:00 p.m. That is Pacific time. I'm in LA, but if you in the Midwest like Miss Sunny, it comes on at 6 there, I believe at 6 o'clock.
Correct.
And if you're back east, it's at 7 o'clock. So we're 4 p.m. Pacific time. And next week our show will be about being a gold digger. Is it hot or is it not? So I'm pretty sure that's going to be an interesting episode too. So tell your friends, tell your brothers, tell your mamas, tell your cousins about our show. And make sure you like us on Facebook or email me at charismaslounge@gmail.com. Thank you, ladies, so much. This has been fun, as usual, and I want to thank everybody who's listened or anybody who thought about calling but just chickened out. That's fine. And my guests in my chat room, my two guests in my chat room, or the guests in my chat room, thank you so much for listening, and thank you all. And thank you to my co-host. Once again, you guys are lovely every single week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
thank you for having me.
I will see you guys. Enjoy your Sunday, ladies.
Yep, watch the BET Awards, y'all.
The BET Awards is coming on. And, this is BET Experience Weekend, too.
That's right.
The BET Awards are out here in L.A., so I may hit up a few tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do, but anyway. I'm probably just going to end up being lazy and reading a book and stay in the bed because that's my idea of a Saturday and a Sunday night.
I hear that.
I'm 36 years old. I'm not 26 anymore, so I don't even be going out. I was just telling Miss Yaya yesterday that my curfew is 12 o'clock midnight. I'm so old.
That's right.
But anyways, thank you, ladies, and I will see you guys next week at 4 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.